Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. This is part 1 of GD&T Simplified. In this series, I am going to discuss GD&T concepts in a simplified manner. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking subscribe button. Let's get started with the definition. So what is GD&T? GD&T is a symbolic language used to specify the size, shape, form, orientation and location of features on a part. When to use GD&T? When drawing representation and interpretation need to be the same. When features are critical to function or interchangeability. When it is important to stop scrapping perfectly good parts. When it is important to reduce drawing changes. When automated equipment is used. When functional gauging is required. When it is important to increase productivity. And when cost savings are involved. Advantages of GD&T. The advantages of GD&T over coordinate tolerancing system are use of cylindrical tolerance zone, use of maximum material condition, and datums are specified in order of precedence. Let us discuss them in detail in the next slides. The first advantage of GD&T over rectangular tolerance system is use of cylindrical tolerance zone. For example, let us see this feature is specified using rectangular coordinate tolerance system. So here a point 2 square tolerance zone is formed for this position of this feature. So the illogical aspect of rectangular tolerance zone is that the hole can be off of its nominal location in diagonal direction a greater distance than in vertical and horizontal directions. A more logical and functional approach is to allow same tolerances for a whole location in all directions, creating a cylindrical tolerance zone. So GD&T allows us to do so. Additionally, this cylindrical tolerance zone system has 57% more area where position of the feature can lie. The second advantage of GD&T is use of maximum material condition. Let us say, for example, this part is specified using rectangular coordinate system. It requires the center of the hole to be within point 2 square tolerance zone, whether the hole is at its smallest size limit or its largest size limit. When the important function of the hole is assembly, the hole location is most critical when the hole is at its minimum limit of size. If the actual hole size is larger than its minimum size limit, its location tolerance can be correspondingly larger without affecting the part function. The rectangular coordinate system can cause functional part to be scrapped since it does not allow for cylindrical tolerance zones or tolerance zones that increase with the hole size. This problem will be overcome if we use GD&T. Here the same part is specified using GD&T and this hole is specified a position tolerance of 0.28 m inside circle, that means maximum material condition. So let us see here the maximum material condition of this hole will be 19.9 millimeter, 20 minus 0.1. So that is the maximum material condition for this hole. If the actual size of the hole is 20.1, for example, so the bonus tolerance will be its actual size minus maximum material condition, that is 20.1 minus 19.9, that equal to 0.2. This we call as bonus tolerance. So the geometric tolerance already specified on the part is 0.28. So the total position tolerance will become bonus tolerance plus geometric tolerance, that is 0.2 plus 0.28, that equal to 0.48. This value is much greater than the value we have seen in the previous slide. The third advantage of GD&T over rectangular coordinate system is datums are specified in order of precedence in GD&T. Here, for example, this part is specified using rectangular coordinate tolerancing system, and there are two logical methods an inspector can set up the part for inspection, like shown here in picture A and B. This results in two different measurements of hole positions. So this causes either a good part to be rejected or a bad part to be accepted. But if the part is specified using GD&T, it clearly indicates the order of datums like shown here. A is primary, B is secondary, and C is tertiary datum. In order to inspect this part, first the part will be rested on datum A, then on B, then on C. This results in only one set of measurements. Now let's get into the subject. There are 14 geometric characteristic symbols grouped into 5 sets. The first set is form tolerances. Form tolerance has 4 different geometric characteristics. First one is straightness, symbol is a straight line. Second one flatness, parallelogram. Third one is circularity, symbol is just a circle. And fourth one is cylindricity, and its symbol is a circle with 2 lines. The second set is profile tolerance. It says first one is profile of line specified as an arc shown here, and second one is profile of a surface specified as a symbol half circle with a line joining. So these first set are individual features. That means we don't need to specify a datum. Uh, the second set profile tolerances, sometimes we specify datum, sometimes we don't need to specify datum. The third set of tolerances are orientation tolerances. They are first one is angularity, second one perpendicularity, third one parallelism, and symbols are shown here. The fourth set is location tolerances. In that, first one is position tolerance, second one is concentricity, third one is symmetry. Symbols are again shown here. And the fifth and last set is runout. In that, we have circular runout and total runout. In order to specify these tolerances, we need to specify them with respect to some datums. That means these are related features. A number of other symbols used with GD&T are listed here. This column represents name of the symbol, and this is a symbol. So first one is all around, between, number of places, counter bore or spot face, countersink, depth or deep, free state, projected tolerance zone, target plane, radius, controlled radius, spherical radius, diameter, basic dimension, reference dimension, origin of dimension, arc length, conical taper, spherical diameter, square, statistical tolerance, datum target, target point, slope. In the coming videos, I am going to discuss each of geometric characteristic symbols in detail. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.